break down by according to different comfort level. So zone 1 will be the most noisy level, so least comfort. And zone 4 will be the most comfort zone with least noise level. And here's our zone 1, zone 2. In our zone 1 is mostly commercial programs. So we have the commercial strip, which is surrounded. Here's our commercial strip. Is commercial buildings on two sides with a pedestrian road in the middle. And here's our entertainment building. And then this whole commercial site is right next to I Hotel, which brings convenience to the residents in the I Hotel. And here's zone 2. In zone 2 is mainly our residential part. That includes our undergrad housing, grad housing, long life learning center, grocery store, gas station, and daycare. Here's zone 3. It is a public park. We put there in the middle of all the residential part, so all the residents have an opportunity to be able to get close to nature and be able to exercise within this park. And here's our zone 4. Zone 4 is our major golf course, and it is located right next to existing golf practice facilities, so we didn't waste any existing facilities and be able to combine them together for better usage. And then within the golf course, we're merged into extended living, which we offer 2 different units we're going to be talking about later.
I'm going to start from the single unit plans. So this single unit plans here includes the floor plans of the proposals of all the proposed buildings on the site. And I will briefly introduce the plan arrangements for the graduate housing, undergraduate housing, daycare center, and the lifelong learning centers. So the first slide, this is a graduate housing. So the one on the left is a typical floor plan of the graduate housing. These are 2-story buildings, which has a footprint about 200 feet by 100 feet. And there are nine typical units on each floor. So this is a picture of one typical unit. So all of these units are two bedroom and 2 bathroom units, and they share the kitchen and the living room. So this is floor plans of the undergraduate housing. All of the undergraduate housings are located in 3 mid-rise buildings with 12 stories each. And this is a typical floor plan of the undergraduate building. So there are 24 separate studio units inside this inside each floor, and this is a typical unit. So all of these are studio units. So they have their private kitchen and their private bathroom. And the atrium of the building is open to below, so you can see what's going on the ground floor. The first floor of these undergraduate buildings are commercial areas and laundries and gym, and also in the middle there's a cafeteria inside the atrium. So next one is a daycare center. The daycare center is located near the golf course and away from the commercial strip, which is a relatively quiet area. This building has 2 stories and has several private catering rooms in the kitchen and a small cinema here. And also here is a lifelong learning center. The lifelong learning center here is a 1-story building with an exhibition space, a gallery, and also a small theater for study and presentation purpose.
Here we're going to talk about the concept analysis. The first one is the undergraduate housing. For the undergraduate housing, the goal of this building is to create more opportunities for the young people, young students, to have more chance to meet others and for the communicate and for enjoying the university life. And for the graduate housing, we know compared to the undergraduate students, graduate students need to pay much time on researching and study. So we make a buildings like community, and also we bring some garden, which is a place for them to share their ideas and to communicate with each other. The first one is the daycare center, so we can easily find out that colorful frame shows the direction sense of the children, and then we also can easily to see that there is a playground in front of the building, so it creates a big space for the children to play around, and also with the big glasses, it bring the light into the building and create a great environment for the student and especially for the children to have a good life in here. And the last one is lifelong learning center. It's kind of a combination of the different function buildings in this building, and this building opens to everyone in the universities with accessible facilities, and also use the single transparent gallery to bring enough light into the building and create much more exhibition and theater inside.
Now, let's have a look at how our proposal is going to look in real life. Let me introduce you to our proposal. First of all, you can see our commercial strip. It's composed of a pedestrian road, so our customers and the customers of our lessees have a comfortable environment where they can leisure, do their shopping, or enjoy a meal at a restaurant. Embedded in the middle of the commercial strip, we have our building mall. Inside our mall, we will have facilities such as cinemas, restaurants, or, why not, a bowling alley. Here, we can see the modern design of our commercial mall. Continuing through our commercial strip, we see the next stage of the pedestrian road with shops in both sides. After the commercial area, let's hop into a bus and check out our residential space. Have you noticed how sustainable our campus is? We've developed green spaces all across campus so our students and alumni feel comfortable living in it. After our undergraduate towers, we're going to see our graduate buildings. They are low-rise, classical-style residences, modernly fitted with all new appliances for our graduate students to live comfortably and enjoy their student period while they hardly work on their masters and PhDs. As we can see, parking spaces will be provided between each of the buildings for your students to use. Next, in a more quieter and comfortable zone, the daycare is placed. It's a modern building with a nice, friendly-looking style that will make our kids enjoy their stay there. Behind it, we've decided to construct a little pond where the kids will be able to interact with nature and the rest of the students will be able to go to relax and de-stress from all those tests and projects. We can see now an aerial view of our whole landscape. As we see, it's a green, environmentally friendly, and comfortable to live in landscape. Thank you very much, and now let's proceed with our financial plan.
Well, as you can see here is our financial plan, where we start with the construction costs, then we go to the operational and management costs, and then we make the revenues and the management and so on. After that, with the revenues and the costs, we make a scheduling to be able to see the profile, the monthly cost profile, and after that, we make a profit sharing scheme. Well, as you can see here, our construction direct cost main component is the commercial strip cost, that is more than the 60% of the total budget. It seems to be too high, but nevertheless, it is justified because the revenue earned because of the commercial strip buildings almost is double than the rest of the project. As you can see here, we have a very first stage where the costs are very low, so we don't need so much financial aid. And with this, into this part, we get revenue enough to pay the second one, so the financial aid can be repaid with the profit gain.
Considering the purpose of this technical proposal, the scheduling process for this project is based on the experience of our firm in previous projects and the technical information available for similar construction estimation for the construction of the building of the buildings was based on the 2015 census of average construction time in new residential buildings. Second, it was assumed that all the permits and requirements had been previously met, otherwise the construction would have been delayed. A schedule chart was created using the following criteria. Graduate and undergraduate buildings were set to start at the first month of the project, and the first units will be available in the 14th month. Next units will be available in the third and the fourth and the 5 years. Landscaping and parking components are going to be built along the whole project duration. They have been evenly spread all over the project duration. Roads construction will start on the 7th month and in order to be in service as soon as the constructions are available. The golf course construction will start on the 2nd year and will take a year and a half to be completed. The clubhouse will start in parallel with the golf course and will take 10 months to be finished. The commercial street has been pushed to start on the 2nd year and will be constructed by phases until the end of the project. This component is the most expensive of the project and has been divided into phases. First phase that start on the 2nd year and finishing the 4th year, and the second phase that will be completed in the 5th year. Additional components and facilities such as extended stay, daycare, and lifelong learning facilities have been pushing to the end of the project.
So for the income analysis, we broke it up into different sections. For the undergraduate housing, the graduate housing, extended stay housing, alumni center, and commercial strip, we broke it up into a rent per square foot basis. These values were found through available data posted on websites like Craigslist, Zillow, and Realtor.com, to name a few. With this, we multiply that by the usable square footage to get the rent per month income. For the daycare and golf course, we did a little bit different analysis. We assumed for the daycare income per kid per month and then multiply by the number of kids. And then for the golf course, we assumed a member's fee per year and day use income per year. And these were assumed off of available data and comparisons of different golf courses. And as you can see, in full completion, the present value per month revenue is much higher for the commercial strip than any other area. So for our post-construction management plan, we broke it up into 3 sections. 1, Bricks and Blocks will create a management division that will include the housing and the commercial strip. Basically, they will manage and operate all the housing and commercial strip aspects. They will do this by employing a manager, sales reps, maintenance staff, and office staff. The golf course and daycare will be they will be managed by subsidiary companies like Troon and Kids and Companies or similar companies to them. So for the operational cost analysis for the housing and the commercial area, the operational cost to Bricks and Blocks is the employees, and these are the employees for both sections. This is the cost per year to Bricks and Blocks, including insurance and benefits. The daycare we assume to be 80% of the income, and that's from Forbes.com, and that is an optimistic projection. And the golf course operational cost is based on the available data, which was limited, so it's mainly an assumption. And you can see here the different operational costs per month in present value. So for the cash flow and profit sharing, a cash flow analysis was performed, and this took into account the construction cost, the operational cost, and the revenue. As you can see, we have a break-even point of 143 months. This took into account income from buildings as the construction was completed. So as the first buildings were completed, that square footage was then turned into income. The inflation rate assumed was 3% over this 20-year period, and this was put into the revenue and operational costs so that they would increase with time. And the proposed profit share for UIUC is 25%, which that brings a net present value profit of a little over $37 million.
To conclude with, we're bringing you a balanced proposal with an increased profit for UIUC, a continuous education initiative with a concession of the Lifelong Learning Center, future development for our alumni and our students from